Hello darlings, welcome back to my channel. I'm just gonna jump into this video and show you guys the steps that I took to achieve this curly, fluffy, blonde hairdo. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this hairstyle, just please keep watching. So the first thing I'm doing to achieve this hairstyle is that I'm making a rectangular parting at the front section of my head. And the outer portions of this rectangle, it doesn't need to be perfect, you just need to have it there, but I'm cleaning it up a little bit before I go in and do the next step. Now this is what it's basically looking like right now. Next, I'm taking the tail comb and making a parting down the center of that rectangular section. So I went ahead and I did one section of the hair already, and now for the next section I'm just taking my paddle brush and make sure that the hair is smooth all the way from the root to the ends. Now I'm taking the tail comb and I'm making this little section at the front of it to show you guys the technique that I'm using. Now you don't want to make the plait to the center of the portion of hair like this, nor you don't want to make it to the outward direction like this. You want the plait to go towards the parting in the middle. So now that I've positioned the hair closer to the center of my head, I'm just going to go ahead and make a regular plait. Now when you're working on the right side of the hair like I'm working on right now, you want the plait to go towards the parting in the middle of your head. And when you're plaiting the left section of your head, you want to also bring it inward so that it's kind of meeting with the parting that's in the center of your head. And I did not blow dry my hair for this hairstyle, but it's laying nice and smooth, mainly because I shampooed it about 2 days ago and it's been in these really big plaits for the entire time, so that's why it's laying so smooth right now. Now as you guys can see, the plait is more to one side than to the other side, so it's coming closer to the parting in the center of my head, and that's exactly what we want. Oh, I forgot to mention that for the first plait you need to plait it towards the face also. And then afterwards, now we're gonna flip it backwards so that we get this sort of thickness right there at the front of the head, so that the hair, when you're doing the invisible method at the front of your head, you have something for the hair to hold on to and that it's not pulling too much on your bare hair strands at the front of your head right there. Now I'm just making another section that's about the similar size as this first plait was, and then I'm just gonna open it into 2 sections, and I'm using the previous plait as the third strand, and then I'm just gonna start doing a regular plait with it, and I'm keeping it at all times towards the parting in the middle of my head. So I just do the same thing and make a regular plait, and then the next section I'm going in and I'm separating the rest of the section there into 2 sections. So the 2 last sections will be a little bit bigger, but it doesn't really matter. It's just basically at the front right there, you don't want it to be too bulky. So now I'm just going in with the rest of the hair, making 2 sections, plaiting them and inserting them just like I did before. This is what it's looking like right now. So next I'm going in and parting my hair into 3 sections so I can do my big plaits for my braidless crochet. I think this method is really effective in giving your braidless crochet this nice clean parting like your braided crochet would normally have, this invisible parting. It's just that it's a lot easier because you don't need to do an actual cornrow to get this invisible parting look. So I find that it works really well in giving that illusion and making your braidless crochet so neat and like people have to be questioning, is that a lace wig or is it crochet, or girl, is that your real hair? And if you guys wanted a parting to the side as well, you could always just do the technique to the side instead of to the center like I'm doing here. So I'm just basically plaiting my hair closer to the center of my head. Next, I'm just tucking them into each other like this. Now this is the hair that I'll be using, and all the details for this hair I'll be putting in the description box. Now I'm inserting my crochet needle through my hair and going in and doing the regular crochet method, and I'm just looping it twice. So I didn't start at the extreme back of my head, but you guys can do that if you wish to. I just started at about 2 to 3 centimeters away from my hairline, and if necessary I will add more hair at the end. I always take it for granted and always forget to mention that I do moisturize my hair thoroughly before doing these hairstyles, but most times I do forget to tell you guys in the video, but it's up to you guys anyway. So I think it's good that you moisturize your hair before doing the hairstyles, because it's a protective style and your hair might get dry underneath it, and you want to make sure that your hair is properly hydrated and moisturized while you're wearing this style. This is what it's looking like so far, and as you guys can see, the middle portions are completely covered, all the plaits are covered, and it's not even finished as yet. Now for the invisible portions. So I actually started off putting the invisible portions in with the full strand of hair, but then I realized by the time I would be finished, my head would be too big. It would be too bulky because they have to be stacked so close. So I decided to split the hair in half for the invisible portions. Now the thing about the invisible parting is that for the hair to fall on the left side of your head, you have to insert the needle from the left side of your head. And then when you put the hair in it, you're going to only pull through one strand of the hair, and then you're going to leave the other side and put it over to cover that. So the direction in which you insert the needle is very important. So for the invisible parting to fall on your left side, you insert the needle from the left side. Next, I'm going in and I'm adding a few more strands of hair to the sides of my head. I'm not carrying it too far down my hairline, so I'm just going to be applying some gel to that area to lay it flat. Next, I'm using my favorite scarf, which you guys see in every one of my videos. I think I should give her a name, but yeah, while I trim my ends. And this is the finished look after I've trimmed and shaped and wet this hair. I've not worn colored hair in a very long time, and this hair is just giving me so much life. Yes, I just love it, and the curls are just so nice and soft. Did I even tell you guys how silky this hair feels? It's like so silky and soft, and I'm just living for this hairstyle right now. I really enjoyed this video, guys, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it also. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video.